This is a little tour of frame drums. Frame drums have quite an antiquity. This particular one is from the Middle East, from Syria, and it's a simple wooden frame with a skin stretched across it. And it's fairly large, and there's an inset for your hand to hold it. Now, typically, in modern Middle East, doom is the deep tone in the center of the drum. Tek is the rim. So there's a high tone on the rim. Doom in the middle is low. So they have a drum language, and my friend Armando Fajaco, he calls it the language of Doom Tekistan. Stan, of course, being Urdu for district. So anyway, one of the rhythms I like to do, and I believe you're going to have to look it up, is doom tek a tek tek a doom doom tek a tek tek a tek tek a doom doom tek a tek doom tek a tek doom doom tek a tek doom tek a tek tek a doom doom tek a tek. So that's one way of playing a frame drum. Frame drums are also used as winnowing trays. What is winnowing? That's where you put the grain, with rye, oats, barley, whatever, has a skin on it called chaff. You stand with your back to the wind and you toss the grain up, the chaff blows away and the grain goes back into the tray. Now when I wanted to make a bowron, I was told to get a frame for what was known as a garden riddle or a coal riddle. And a garden riddle or a coal riddle is a wooden frame with a mesh. And because coal dust is explosive, you put the coal in the coal riddle, and you shake it back and forth, the dust falls through, and now you have burnable coal pieces that won't explode in your fireplace. And that's called a coal riddle. Garden riddle, you want rocks out of your garden, you take the dirt, you put it in here, you sift it out, sifting out through the riddle, and now you toss the rocks away somewhere else. So these frames were readily available, and then you would stretch usually goat skin, thick goat skin across the top. In the Middle East they have fairly thin skins of goat, but in Ireland they prefer a really thick skin, so it's a nice dead and not resonating sound. So when I went to Italy as a guest of the Italian Bagpipe Club, I was around a really fantastic tambourine player named Cristina Palmiotti from Bari, and she had the large size Italian tambourines. This is actually the one from Remo Percussion, Alessandra Belloni model. Belloni spelled B-E-L-L-O-N-I. It's gotten slack over the years because it sat in the car in the heat and they kind of did it in, but it's actually coated, plastic coated skin. And of course there's a jingle. And when I was around Christina, she was teaching me one version. That was one version. I'm starting to now, after years, finally come on to that. But the first one that I learned was this very easy one where your hand is a hinge, your thumb, and so you're going